Welcome to what quite possibly could be the sleepiest episode of Virtual House Sessions, our monthly podcast where we'll talk about what's happening behind the scenes of our productions, we'll answer community questions, play games, and kinda just hang out. Sean is sick.
Yeah,
Maggie is
I'm
freshly
rad.
not sick.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce, you're structurally tired from working.
Correct.
And I moved a bunch of heavy pews into a basement today, so I am dead.
Wait, did they get all the ones out from the top? They take those out?
Not the balcony, but the main.
Oh,
Yeah, we moved those.
Yeah.
Yep.
dang.
Join us afterwards on Patreon for even more sleepy content and a very special bonus video that's going to be about everyone's favorite and incredibly relevant franchise, The Crow. I saved this for
Oh.
Bryce.
Ah!
Speaking of us, we're your hosts.
Mhm.
How's everyone doing besides being sleepy and sick? Bryce?
Sick and sleepy. No.
Ooh.
No, I'm you know what? Hey, we're busy.
Mhm.
Someone's once said that
I ain't the sharpest tool
tool in the shed, and brother, were they right. Still waiting on being a rock star though.
Aren't we all?
But I'm getting used up in life.
Yep.
Not in a bad way.
Okay.
I'm just being used up. And we'll see if that's a good or a bad thing.
All right.
This is what an empty Capri Sun looks like.
You're not describing a good thing.
Well, it was a good thing when you a little sippy sipped it.
Yeah.
So it can't be that.
I've just never considered it from the Capri Sun's perspective.
Yeah.
Makes you think.
Makes you wonder.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm all right.
What
Getting
you-
over sickness,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's also busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did just the one commercial since our last episode, maybe.
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 I don't think so, but
Maybe two.
I don't think you've done any since the last.
Well, I did the
That was good. That
yeah.
was a good amount of pause.
Well, I just didn't know if I wanted to say what the commercials are for.
You met one of our friends on that last one that you just did.
I did.
Yep, she's one of the actresses.
That we met at your New Year's party?
No.
Oh, a different one.
Yeah, no. I don't want to say her name, just in case. But yeah, she was the mom actress.
The mom.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All
Sorry.
right.
No, you're good.
Kay had taught, like, went to the, not dinner, dinner.
Uh-huh.
And with her, and they're like, oh, well, talking back and forth, made the connection. Oh, wait, our friend's on that shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Da. You two have spoken to each other, maybe?
Interesting. We can figure out more
It's
later.
a small city.
They all the jobs blend together a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, I might not be thinking of the same one,
I don't know.
but it might be the one before that.
Yeah.
And for more exciting content like this, let's throw it over to Sean.
Yeah.
Less context,
Oh.
Sean. Less
Less
context.
Yeah.
Less context.
That's my favorite
Numbers.
Star Wars character.
There's a lot of numbers in my life, and some of them are punitive, and I wish they weren't. But I have to continue this streak of punitive numbers because it's my job.
Yeah, brother.
Peace be upon you.
And with your spirit.
Thank you.
Oh, this is good. If we all get slap happy, then that could be good for the episode.
Yeah, it comes back around.
We got a new shirt.
We did.
That's a cool shirt.
It says Third Rule Media.
That's us.
That's us.
Yeah.
We'll have more in the future for other people
That worked for us.
that work for us. Whoever that might be.
Uh-huh.
Who knows? I don't know.
Tease, you tease.
And we've got new business cards. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Oh, wait, for real?
Yeah, I'll show that to Bryce, and the camera can barely see it, but yeah, pretty
Yeah.
exciting stuff. That's what we've been doing. Don't show that side, but that has my phone number on that side.
And it's gone.
Whoa, it's fine. We'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
It's too small to do the trick.
I can't hear myself because of this thing.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I just can't hear Sean if I can't hear myself.
I'll tell you
Oh.
what he says.
Oh.
Fun game of telephone that's not
Oh.
needed.
Yeah.
What else have I been doing? Just editing our film Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
Our Bigfoot film is getting sound edited
Mm-hmm.
and a score, so that's cool.
Yeah.
We just applied to 2 grants
Yeah.
for another short film.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really sick.
Yeah.
We'd be able to pay people
Yeah.
and a decent amount of money that goes fast.
It really does.
Yeah. Yep.
Who would have thought?
So I think with that, we head over to Commenter's Commentary.
Doodle-doodle-doodle.
I missed that. Not having the sound effects.
Hey, you can call me in. Just do it with the phone.
So our first comment comes from our clip. Can you guess the right sequel? Brave Little Toaster Edition. So this is kind of an older clip,
Mm-hmm.
but we just got a comment on it.
Okay.
So that means people are still watching it, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Joaquin Scabito 1620
Excellent name.
just guessed the right answers.
Nice.
So good
Good
job,
job.
Joaquin.
You know your toasters.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
From our more recent clip, who is Adam Sandler's wife, where we're talking about
You are so not invited to my bat mitzvah.
and in it, Adam Sandler's wife plays his neighbor,
Mm.
and Idina Menzel plays his wife.
As you do.
So we were just talking about like how goofy that is, because also in that movie, Adam Sandler's real daughters play his daughters, and they look exactly like
They look like
The-
Adam Sandler and his wife.
yeah,
So-
not Idina Menzel.
Yeah.
And so the neighbor comes over and it's like, hey, that's weird. They look a lot alike.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if it's like a meta thing of like telling a story of him cheating on his wife and just not addressing it in the story and it just being very obviously visual.
Alright, but
that'd
how
be
does
great.
this one work?
Yeah.
If he's cheating on his wife,
And she's raising the babies from the neighbor. What
what relationship do
What
they have?
degree of gaslighting do you have to reach in order for you to do a baby swap? Or convince your wife that she did have 2 babies?
Yeah, the wife was like, I was never pregnant. Yeah, you were twice.
No. She just let it go.
Oh, she's just chill. She's just a good hang.
Just let it go. Let it go.
Okay.
Didn't hold it back anymore.
So from that clip, Susha_shocker says she's been in most of his movies and does not play his love interest.
That's correct.
Hmm.
They
True.
met
Good trivia. Thank you, Susha.
I think they met on the set of Jack and Jill or something.
That's
They
odd.
met when she was an extra, and then she's just been an extra.
Well, I'm glad that
most of the movies.
Dunkachino brought something else good to the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Did she fall in love with Jack or Jill?
Who's to say?
from our more recent clip, is it Paul Blart? We played the plot of it all, the poor movie descriptions.
Mhm.
And the answer was Lorax, but David, who filled in for you, guessed Paul Blart.
Mhm.
So I titled it, Is It Paul Blart? And that worked because we have like 1.2 thousand views on it.
Not bad.
Mhm.
Uh,
The Blart heads are
Yeah.
a mighty community.
and then
I could have told you that. Come on.
the clip ended with one where we don't tell the answer to get comments.
Mhm.
And the description was a kid is having a good
Oh
day
yeah.
until
Oh yeah.
his mom is hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer was Jojo Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
And so some user 1943 Fighter said Jojo Rabbit? Correct.
Nice.
Correct, 1943 Fighter.
Beautiful.
But then someone replied to that, and this person is called Evan Dick 9704. Just said, "Yikes, Lamau!" Cry laugh emoji, cry laugh emoji.
To the
So
previous reply or just to the
just replied to 1943 Fighter directly. So it was yikes to them saying Jojo Rabbit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a
I actually I have a theory that 1943 Fighter is actually Sean.
Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's you. Because recently Sean and I have written a new script.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And when we write scripts, we always have jokes that we like pretend to like we write out and then we erase it because it's not actually what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And one of the jokes that we kept bringing back when writing this most recent script was that characters in their scene direction, their action lines, we would have them bring out specifically a 1943 German Luger and shoot somebody.
Bang, bang, bang. And then the character would react, "What the what, Danny? What was that about?"
So I have a theory that because it's just the timing is so coincidental that 1943 Fighter is Sean, which means that Sean has finally left a comment and
No, me,
never
I just-
before.
I don't like to comment.
gosh darn it. When he has to answer, was that the person who answered the question?
Yes.
Okay. If Sean knows the answer,
Sean guessed it right in the episode.
Yeah, I actually did.
That's true.
And I-
Coincidence?
And I did tell Sean that comments help our algorithm
Yeah.
push.
And if Sean was helpful, he would have acted on that.
Uh-huh. And so I think he made an account.
He did. That was me.
So 1943 Fighter, 1943 German Luger, Sean in a German warehouse
Yeah.
rave right now.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
And in our even more recent clip,
Mm-hmm.
young Sheldon Bazinga,
hell yeah. Kick-ass title.
you missed a really good bonus episode. Oop. That person was loud. Somebody else was talking in the building. You missed a very good bonus episode last month that I put together the day of that had to do with young Sheldon and what was it called? Georgie and
Georgie and
Mandy's.
Mandy's
first marriage,
Yeah.
wedding.
That's
Yeah.
it.
which is
Marriage.
a spinoff of Young Sheldon. So you really missed out.
Damn.
But this is an Instagram comment. We finally got an Instagram comment from
We haven't? I thought we've gotten Instagram comments before.
it's been months.
Oh.
Most of these
I haven't been here in months.
most of these are YouTube.
Heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instagram user JamieLT1099, good, do your taxes, just said, I love the Screamin' Sicilian's mustache, which is weird. I don't really know what this person's
Oh.
talking about. I know that Sean had a real mustache
When he was in Italy.
when he was in Italy,
Yeah.
Where I live,
where,
Yeah.
ironically.
Sean lives now. He's visiting Germany at the moment, but he
Mhm.
lives in Italy, and he had a mustache in the last episode, but it was very real.
Mm-hmm.
And not a cardboard Screamin' Sicilian mustache that you get off of the back of a pizza box.
Mm.
But they at least loved your mustache, so that's
That's
good
cool.
to know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I could grow one out real quick if that's what the viewers want.
Squeeze one out for us. And
You
just
got a
push
second?
it out.
You got a second for me? I can't do it on camera. I'm camera shy.
It's a
Coward.
very
yeah, you can
private
you can
process.
go grow it. That's fine.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
go grow it in the bathroom real quick.
I mean, Bryce, you were here for episode 18. That was only 2 months ago.
Bro, I can't read.
Weren't you here for 18? You missed last one, but you were here before that. You were here for a couple. You missed one, and then Brett and Pierce filled in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, there was one where you weren't here, and it was just the three of us.
Just the
Forgot about
three
that
of
one.
us.
That's when we played that Godzilla game.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sean led us in a game of Godzilla.
Whoa.
Wow.
I used a little growth hormones. It grew a little too much.
the thing is, the middle part where they intersect, it still works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's like a third mustache.
So this will be good. I'll clip this out. Tag Jamie L. 1099. Be like, we heard,
Give the people what they want.
we hear you, we listen, we care. So that's the end of commenters' commentary,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
and now we go on to our segment time. And
Something.
Hey,
first
how's it
up,
going?
we've got a new segment that I'm calling Guess What I'm Thinking. In this segment, all you have to do is guess what I'm thinking. Audience, you can play at home. So get in those comments and leave your guesses as to what I'm thinking about right now. So let's go around the horn. Bryce, what am I thinking about?
Loot up Churigawa?
No.
I don't know.
What am I thinking about?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, I just came, just the first thing that comes
I
to.
know, but I feel like there's got to be a really specific answer. I'm gonna say clock stoppers.
No.
Yeah.
Sean, what am I thinking about right now?
It's a trumpet.
Nope. Nope, I'm not thinking about any of that. So you guys,
Okay.
you all got it wrong. Sorry to say. Game over. Audience, let me know what you think I'm thinking about right now.
Was I close?
No.
Was I just thinking of Lubdo Churigawa?
Yeah.
Damn.
What-
And that's
what-
okay.
What type of
Um,
shit you got? One? What
Lubed
type of
up,
lubed up? Okay.
Covered in lube.
slipping and sliding. Just.
Okay.
Can't catch him.
Ooh, he's slippery.
All right. So that's the end of my new game. Guess what I'm thinking? Came up with that last night in bed.
Sounds like a last night in bed.
I really
Yeah.
thought you were just gonna disassociate for about 30 seconds of silence, and then just we have to say things until we bring you back into reality.
No. Just wanted to see if you guys could just happen to guess what I'm thinking.
Do you have an answer?
I'm probably going to just keep it and then keep bringing this segment back
Mm.
until maybe eventually somebody guesses what I'm thinking.
All right.
And whoever guesses it, $5.
Hell yeah, brother. Hey, in
That
this
apply?
economy?
To comments.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
I'll Venmo $5 to
That's
whoever
a
gets it
promise.
right. Huh?
I said that's a promise.
That is a promise.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to our next segment. You're all familiar with my uncle's internet
Yeah.
and my uncle's real life experience.
Yeah.
Well, this time we have my uncle's help corner. Take it away, Sean.
Yes. I always anticipated this would be how I started the segment, covered with a luscious mustache.
Yeah.
I need help. And I mean, I'm at the German rave, but I don't really like dancing.
Uh-huh.
So what do you guys think I should do? Because, like, you know, the dancing's fine. You know, it's cool when, you know, people do art with it. And
Mhm.
and there was a second reason I had that but someone likes it. Well, I like, you know, people, but I just don't know what should I be doing for dancing. Everybody's out dancing. What am I? Should I just? I don't know. I'd rather just kind of sit in a rock chair and I don't know. What should I do?
I mean, I assume since you're there, you like the music and the lights.
That's correct, actually. Yeah, I like the lights. It's some music is good, some music is less than good, but in general, I just like the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's probably okay if you sit along the wall and just kind of like bob your head.
Bobbing your head is a
Ridiculous.
solid move.
You crazy?
Hmm.
No, he's here to make friends. What you want to do is grab all the napkins at the bar, grab a marker, write your
Okay.
phone number on all the napkins,
Okay.
and you want to come off as friendly, so maybe like add a few hearts, XOXOs on them,
Smiley faces.
and you want to slip them into people's pockets without them knowing, so that
Intriguing.
maybe if they need a friend later, they know who to call. And if you slip them into like the pockets of someone who's there with a significant other, that's a bonus friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you get
like
2 for
you-
1.
Definitely want to like get in there.
Should I try to make sure that no one feels left out? So I just go like double hands both the people's pockets at once?
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Well,
Okay.
you can also economize, because I don't know how many napkins you have on hand, but if it is like a group, just slip it in one. They'll tell their friends. You're good.
I
What
think
if
you're
I just-
limiting yourself with this idea.
Huh?
There are screens everywhere. So
Mm,
Sean, what you gotta do is you gotta get into the
the mainframe.
I was just gonna say the booth that controls the control booth,
Mhm.
the lighting booth, and then plug in a video that like matches the beat of the music and flashes a number each time. So it's like it's got this like
Okay.
rave music, it's like boom, 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 and so people just see like the 5, 5, 5, 4, 1, 2, right, etc. And then like it just like gets ingrained in their head, so they go home later and they're like 5, 5, 5, 4, 1, 5, 5, yeah, yeah. And then they just know your number and they're like, hey, that makes up a phone number, right?
Mhm.
But not only do you put the numbers in,
Mm-mm.
you put smiley faces.
Mhm.
You put the word friend, call.
For a good time.
And that way, it's just ingrained in their heads. And then also, you won't miss anyone that way. Still do the napkin thing,
Yeah.
but just like cover your bases so that it's all taken care of.
Yeah, I've had a few friend calls crop up over
You froze.
time. Oh,
That's
Like-
just he liked the plan so much he
He just
did
broke
real
it.
quick.
Does that answer your
Am I
question?
still frozen?
No,
No.
we can see it.
Am I here? You can hear me? You can see me?
Yeah.
I think that answers my question. Now, in my opinion, it's only fair that I should give each of you some help with something of your own if you've got something. I mean, a help corner's a
I don't
two-way
know if we have
street.
that much time. Between the three of us, say.
All right, Bryce, just you.
All right, okay. That doesn't make it any shorter.
Anything we need help with?
Hinder Club. Club.
That's okay. If you don't have any problems, then I'm glad.
Yeah, just batting 1,000 over here.
Yeah, I can't think of any funny bits.
Yeah.
I can, but it depends on when this episode comes out.
The last Friday of this month.
Okay, never mind. I'll
Okay.
tell you later.
I have a feeling it's a secret that I have not let Sean in on. 'cause
That's
I didn't
true.
want to spread your secrets.
That's very true.
Bryce killed a guy,
Mm-hmm.
and
Great.
the statute of limitations ends May 1st.
Yikes.
Oh, so this is old news?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
sat on this for years.
Mhm.
So, like, does
Can
it
you
weigh
hold
on
it
your
back?
conscience at all?
So you don't want you got to think of Newton's law of gravity. You don't want something to weigh on yourself for too long. You
Uh-huh.
put it onto others, and
So-
then they bear the load if they're a real friend. And if they're not a real friend, well, they just
Bryce.
count their days.
I will always bear your load.
Uh,
That's why you always know when I kill people. My first call. And every time you respond the same with, hey, stop incriminating me. You don't always have to incriminate me.
My stepmom's a lawyer.
Like, he's goofing.
So do you feel like you've helped us? Bless
Yeah, I
you.
think so.
Oh my god, you sneezed your mustache off.
Easy come, easy go.
Well, that's what the growth hormones does. It just grows until it just grows right out and the follicles are all gone.
That's what they say, yeah.
That's what
Common
they
side
say. It's
effect.
very common. It's a very common idiom, I think. Very common phrase. That's how the
Hims
growth hormones
stays
go.
in until you sneeze it out. This episode is brought to you by Hims. Well, I think that's gonna conclude my uncle's help corner. Thank you,
Thanks for the
Sean, for
help.
leading that.
Yeah.
It's a really nice service that you're providing.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
you.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure.
Shall we move on to games?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna start with Knockawful.
Dun dun.
Thank you, Bryce.
Got you.
So we went ahead and played this last month without you because I didn't want to completely rewrite the episode, so I just left it in, which means David played for you.
Oh, did you do good?
You're now tied with Sean.
David.
Maybe I had a really good episode. Has anyone ever thought of that?
I'll say Sean actually did pretty well.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Just that David didn't.
He got a couple.
David, baby, what you doing? Okay. That's fine. No, we can come back from this.
So we're starting this off with Bryce at 13, Maggie at 15, and Sean at 13.
Oh, that's not horrendous.
No.
Okay.
Knockawful, for those of you who don't know, is when I give a muse, for example, E.T.,
Mm-hmm.
and then I give 4 titles, one of which is a real knockoff title. So if it's E.T., our examples would be My Friend the Alien, F.T. the Friendly Terrestrial, My Main Man Morp, Mac and Me, and the answer is
Mac
Mac
and
and
me.
me. Yeah. So we're going to start. Our muse is Interstellar.
All right.
Yep.
I haven't seen it.
That's all right.
Pretty good.
I've heard good things.
It is, yeah, real good.
Yeah.
I would say one of, if not Nolan's best.
Mm.
To me,
Better than Oppenheimer.
Oodle's better than Oppenheimer.
Better than Batman?
It's hard for me to count them just
Mhm.
because they are superhero.
Mm.
Still great movies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I don't know.
Fair.
Yeah. So, Interstellar. Our choices are Intrastellar, Higher Life, Intergalaxy, Life Forms. So, which one of those is the real knockoff?
Mm-hmm.
Here, I don't know if we can call it a knockoff because High Life is. That's the Robert Pattinson movie.
I thought
Is that not?
if it is, then there's a coincidence.
Because that's not a knocked off. That's cinema, baby. I want to say Life Forms because that's simple. That's
Okay.
easy. I'm actually curious now.
So, High Life is a Robert Pattinson. The title on this list is Higher Life.
Oh, so above what Robert Pattinson did,
Yes.
above the weird sex machine that was.
Robert was here.
Mhm.
This title is here
Ah,
and above
I have to like reach up a little higher.
until Highest Life.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's the sequel.
Yeah.
That's Cheech and Chong.
So, Sean, what are you going with?
The third one was Higher Life, correct?
Second one was Higher Life. Third one was Intergalaxy.
Oh my. Let's do Higher Life.
Okay.
Intrastellar.
Okay, we have higher life, interstellar, life forms.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is life forms.
Oh.
Coming back.
So we're
In
gonna
fairness, I couldn't even pick that one. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
we're gonna have to have Sean go first because he
Oh,
won't
right.
choose.
So
on
that
this one.
could have been my point.
He won't.
That could
He
have
won't
been my point.
bandwagon.
Oh, my bad.
No,
It's
no,
all-
it's not your fault.
Hey, I'm gone for
I'm
2
just-
months.
I'm just
I'm
making excuses.
rusty.
All right, our next muse,
Mm-hmm.
Sharknado,
Excellent.
which I would say is not a knockoff of anything else. It's at best satire and parody,
Mm-hmm.
Cinema.
but yeah. So our muse is Sharknado. Our options are Piranhado, Monsternado, Killer Whale Nado, Jawnado.
What was the first one?
Piranhado.
Rolls off the tongue.
I'd
Sean.
like to Monsternado for 500.
Monsternado. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Piranhado.
So is that your guess?
That's my guess.
All right. And your guess?
Jaws NATO.
It's Jawnado. Does that change your answer?
Spell it.
Jaw?
Just
Just singular.
Singular.
a bunch of dudes going.
NATO.
None of these examples are spelling.
Can we get the root origin of the word?
Jaw? Nado.
What was that called? Like whenever kids would go.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So
I
like
don't know if I was in on that.
I don't
No?
know this.
I know I've seen it.
it's like when they're look maxing and they're like pushing their tongue to the top of their chin so that their jaws become more pronounced.
Yeah.
It's something.
JAW? NADO.
I'll go with that one.
Okay. Our answer is Monsternado.
Oh my.
Yeah. It's a point for sure.
All right.
Piranhado I did because
There was a
Piranhas
Yeah.
was a knockoff of Jaws.
Oh,
That one was a little bit of a tricky,
you
bit
got
of a
me.
tricky trick.
You got me there.
All right. Our next muse is Dune.
All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Our options are Planet Dune, Dune Drifter, Dunes, Dune Storm.
Mm.
4 options. Sean, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of good ones here, I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
A couple of these might even win an Academy Award, I don't know. Planet Dune. Planet Dune.
Okay.
Dune plural.
Dunes.
Dunes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are my other 2 options?
I mean, again, you can all answer the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to do dunes.
You
Yeah,
can
that
do
makes
Dunes.
sense.
I want to do dunes.
Okay, so we have 2 for Dunes, 1 for Planet Dune.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the answers are
Whoa.
Planet Dune
Oh.
Okay.
and Dune Drifter,
Oh,
Oh.
which means
I-
Sean is now tied with Maggie.
Wow.
I'd like to thank the Academy
First place.
for this honor.
Dunes and Dune Storm are both ones that I came up with after I saw that there were 2 Dune knockoffs with the word Dune in it. All right. Our next muse is Jaws.
Okay.
I don't think this episode is going to be anywhere near Shark Week. When is Shark Week? It is a shark themed.
We're back.
Let me just look up
On the hunt.
Shark Week.
Why isn't Shark Week in our calendar?
Shark Week is in July.
Mm.
So we're just doing Shark Week in May, basically.
Was
Shark,
that the
shark,
title of the episode?
I was going to make it like the sleepiest
Yep.
episode.
I've got a movie about it's like old Nazi scientists spliced together sharks and like the mechanical so it's a cyborg sharks. So it's Nazi cyborg sharks that wake up. Haven't seen it yet.
It's cool. I think this episode should be called like Sleepy Joe's.
Baby Joe.
So our muse is Jaws.
Yeah.
Our options are Teeth, Great White, The Fin, Hammerhead. Sean, what are we thinking?
I'll take Great White for 200. I'm less confident.
All right, Great White. What are we feeling over here?
Can you
Feeling.
say them again, please?
Teeth.
Yeah.
Great White, The Fin, Hammerhead.
I'm going Great White.
Okay,
I feel a little thin.
The Fin.
The fin.
All right. Our answer is Great White,
God.
Ooh.
which means Maggie and Sean are now tied at 16. Bryce, you have 14.
I blame
David?
David. Blame David full force. David, if I see you in the street, I swear to God, you better be ready. Hands, brother. Hands.
I think David would say, no, please don't hurt me.
It's a really good David impression.
And that brings us to the end of Knockoffle.
Dun,
Wow.
dun.
I get to live in a ranking position for a full month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I didn't think
Um,
it'd last for a turn.
We might be coming to a close of Knockoffle just because there's only so many knockoffs.
We need to make more.
So we're gonna do a few rounds of what I'm gonna just call Spin Me Off, a piece of that rich franchise.
Nice.
Thanks. Which we tried out in our bonus episode.
Mhm.
Spin Me Off is I give a known franchise title and then a list of options, and you tell me which one is a real spin-off of that franchise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, it took me a minute to fully understand what you were saying, because I was still hung up on spin me off sounding vaguely sexual.
It's more of a Kit
Break me
Kat.
off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
This episode
Oh.
is brought to you by Hims.
Oh. I don't know,
it
spin
took
me
some
off sounds like
experimental.
get me off and
Yeah, but it was like
spit on it.
But I said spin me off a piece of that rich franchise.
bar.
I zoned out after spin me off.
You've got a one-track mind.
I was like, there's something there, isn't no, there can't.
All right. Our first franchise for this is going to be Grey's Anatomy. So you have to tell me which of
yeah.
these options is a real spin-off of Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
Urgent Karen, Private Practice, Medical Ward, General Surgeon.
Mhm.
I know the answer. Do I go first or last?
Well, if you know it, let's have Sean go first. We'll just keep going in this rotation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I hear the
Ideal
second and
blunt
third real
rotation.
quick?
Second was Private Practice. Third was Medical Ward.
I'm gonna go with medical ward.
Okay.
Private practice.
Okay.
Show me private practice.
The answer is Private Practice.
Because it was what's her name with the red hair. I think she was on a different show.
Mm.
I can't remember.
They
but-
introduced all of the characters of Private Practice in a season 3 episode of Grey's Anatomy before they started the show Private Practice.
Yep.
Huh.
I only know that from looking this up.
My mom loves Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
And then they wanted to take it West Coast. I think they went to
So,
one.
already in Seattle.
What?
It's in Seattle, right?
The Grey's Anatomy is.
Yeah.
But then when they did Private Practice, they were like, "Ooh, it's sunny now." It's just Grey's Anatomy with the sun out.
Gotcha. All right. Our next franchise, known franchise.
Mm-hmm.
No, she was in Umbrella Academy.
Oh.
Lavender, that lady.
You know what he's talking about?
I wish I did.
The main lady in Umbrella Academy.
Vanya?
Maybe.
Oh,
The one
Vanya's
who
not.
got spoiler alert for Umbrella Academy season 2.
Uh,
But the lady who got killed by the
Okay.
two twins. Well, the one twin after the other twin got
I know
killed.
who we're talking about. I know who
Yeah.
we're talking about.
Go ahead and
That's her.
spoil the rest of the show while we're at it.
I gave a spoiler alert.
No, I'm not saying anything to make fun of it. I'm just saying let's just go ahead and get it out of the way.
There
That's
should
a
be
part
a new
of-
segment where we just spoil.
Spoil-
Just call it spoiler alert.
Yeah, so the rest of it, they go to a farm for some reason. They fight a bunch of time travelers.
I think that already happened in the second season, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't the end. The first.
Oh, I got you. Sorry, my bad.
So this
I'm not
segment is
good
going
at
to be
spoilers.
called Sick Spoiler, and then it's going to have like a car revving. It's a weird car rev.
Yeah.
No, that was a guitar riff.
Oh.
I thought it was the radio in the car.
It could be both.
All right, so our next franchise
Oh, right.
that we're talking about is Danger Mouse. We're all familiar with Danger Mouse, the animated cartoon. Danger Mouse?
Maybe.
Yes,
Yeah.
I recognize it now.
It was a British show.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's fine. Whatever. Danger Mouse.
Okay.
Our options for a spin-off, a real spin-off, are Snakenstein, Count Duckula, Dog Quixote, Nancy Shrew.
They couldn't have. Could they? Did they?
They wouldn't dare.
The
In this
British.
climate?
Sean, what are you feeling?
A Dog Quixote.
Okay.
It's too good to pass up on.
Can you go through them again? Just for my own amusement.
Snakenstein, Count Duckula, Dog Quixote, Nancy Shrew.
And these all came from Danger Mouse?
It's a spin-off of Danger Mouse.
I know you came up with 3 out of 4 of these titles, but they're just so much better as
Mhm.
puns
Mhm.
from the origin of Danger Mouse.
Yep.
You don't get the pun?
Someday.
It-
when I'm old enough.
It really makes sense in the mother language of British English.
Danger
It doesn't
Mouse?
translate.
You get it now?
Ah, yeah. In that case, the duck one.
Count Duckula.
Yeah.
Okay. Bryce?
I wanted to go duck as well.
Okay. Our answer is Count Duckula.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People cannot resist a duck. That's a fact.
That's the tagline of the show.
Then I just looked up book characters, classic book characters that I could find some sort of animal pun so that they were all.
Nice.
I like Nancy Shrew.
Nancy
It's really
Shrew's
good.
All right.
I'd watch Dog Quixote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very evocative.
This next one, I don't expect anyone here to know
All right.
the original show.
Okay.
The original show?
Yeah. So our original franchise title is MTV's Liquid Television.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't expect you to know that.
I don't.
I'm just asking which one of these is a spin-off of that.
Okay.
Options are Beavis and Butthead, Aeon Flux, Daria, Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Mm,
So it's all titles that I kind of expect some people to know.
Yeah,
I know
I've seen
Aeon
it.
Flux is probably the one that people know the least, but I've mentioned it a significant amount, I feel.
I feel like. No, I don't want to say that and then sound stupid when I get the answer wrong.
Sean, do you got thoughts?
I know, I believe Beavis and his friend were on MTV. So there's some. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, Beavis and
Okay.
confirm.
Daria?
Okay.
I want to go Space Ghost.
Okay. Our answers are Beavis and
Oh.
Butthead and Aeon Flux.
Mm,
MTV's Liquid Television was, I don't know, not like pilot, but Beavis and Butthead and Aeon Flux were both like animated shorts that started on Liquid Television
Yeah,
and then got their own show.
gotcha.
Daria is a spinoff of Beavis and Butthead.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was a little bit of a trick. And then Space Ghost Coast to Coast was Adult Swim,
Right.
and these were all MTV.
Which one is Aeon Flux again?
It got turned into a live action movie with Charlize Theron early on in the 2000s, and it was so bad, critically speaking, that it almost killed her career until she went to Arrested Development.
Mm.
And then her agent was like, I don't know if you should do this. And then Charlize Theron was like, well, nothing else is coming my way, and I need to show people that I can make fun of myself.
Mhm.
She wasn't playing herself, but like Aeon Flux was not received well.
Mhm.
I think it's a fun movie. It the animated thing was done in that weird French animation that also did like the Animatrix show. So it's very stylized.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
When my mom watches this, she'll love this content.
This is for you, Mom.
Hey there.
I mean, really, I told Bryce that I was leaving The Crow for him,
Yeah.
but I mean, this episode's got Beavis and Butthead, Aeon Flux, Daria.
Mm-hmm.
This is a
And the
Mother's Day
Crow.
episode.
Yeah.
This is for the mom.
This is kind of the Mother's Day episode. Comes out like a week before.
If you put Monty Python in there, then it's for my mom too.
That does bring us to the end of both Spin Me Off, a piece of that rich franchise, and our main VHS episode for April 2025. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. Audience, remember to let me know what I'm thinking.
$5.
And if you'd like to see our bonus game specifically about the franchise The Crow, go to our Patreon where you can watch that. Leave some comments, like, subscribe, all that jazz. But otherwise, we'll see you next month.